Shalom guys, hope that you're doing fantastic. Today is the 20th of January. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. Those of you returning, welcome back. If you're brand spanking new, welcome. I am Shannon. It's nice to have you. My channel gets pretty intense sometimes. We look at everything and we uproot nasty energy in our earth so that the vibration can come up in a beautiful way for people to learn how to walk in truth and things like that. So anyway, I'm not churchy or religious. I am spiritual, and I love Yhvh Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, and the host of heaven, the archangels that help us. I prove why I use the name of Yhvh. He's found in the tarot, and the scripture is in the tarot as well. There's a couple videos down below if you would like to watch those. Otherwise, if that's not something that you're looking for, this is where you'll click off. Thanks for checking me out. And if you stay, then great. We'll learn one another as we go. And welcome to this channel. So I'm having my coffee. It's about 5:46 in the morning. I've been up probably since about 2 something this morning, just spending some time with Elohim and listening. Today is a big day for America. We're getting new government changeover, and we just lift up our leadership in this land, and we just ask that the Great One would just lead our leadership in upright ways, and that people would be helped where they need to be helped, and redeemed where they need to be redeemed, and that Yhvh would just have his hand over them. He's the one that sets people in their office, and so we just thank Yhvh for this change over. We need a change. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump in here and see what's going on. We just thank you, Yhvh, for this day. Y'all just be patient with me, because I really am. My brain is trying to kick in this morning, and all that. Yhvh, I just appreciate you so very much. Yhvh, rebuke and bind and block every foul, demonic, wicked, dark energy. We just invite your presence of truth and love and gentleness and kindness to help us, forgive us for things that need to be forgiven, help us to release where we need to release and not hang on to things, and just let this day be a complete, beautiful day of newness in a very big, huge way. What do you want to bring out here, please? What's the message today? Your cardinal, fixed, and mutable sign readings for the next 3 days are down below if you missed them. I will be working on the Aquarian season readings. So we have some people in their mind about some things, and that's not good. And some people, I guess, dealing with incarceration, or you work for the law, or that's depression, and, you know, that stuff needs to go away. The Eight of Swords is here. Somebody's bound up in the mind space, and that's a carnal place to be if that's the way you're thinking. That's death energy then. To be carnally minded is death, okay? But to be spiritually minded is life, and that is incarceration there for somebody who's dealing with something there. Maybe you are dealing with, you know, going to jail or something like that. That's definitely somebody locked up there in the mind space. Somebody needs to be released. Maybe you've put somebody there, and maybe you've had an awakening that you've put somebody there, and need to go speak to somebody about it. Maybe somebody wouldn't, maybe you put somebody there to make people not be able to speak. Maybe now that is coming back upon somebody's done that. I'm not sure, but the Eight of Swords is a hard energy. It's not very fun to be there. What else you want to bring out here? Nothing's wanting to come out. The Sun. Well, some people are in their mind because of what the new government overturned. Maybe because something is over. It is over. And this is bright future, people. This is a bright future for something to be overturned like that. We have the Queen of Wands coming out here at the bottom of the deck. And this is somebody get up, take action. In the upright, if something's going to be overturned for something bright and something's been nasty with this Queen of Wands in the negative, this been spiritual crap in the negative, then something's overturned now. Something's over with it. So that's positive then. The word here that's out here, first of all, we got love situations going on for some of you all. This is the other woman for some, okay? But something's definitely showing that it's over. This word, though, that's coming out in the Hebrew goes back to gather and stalk. It goes back to a stubble type of an energy. Something that has been made really stiff. Okay, stubbornness type of stuff has been here. Yes, and this is why it's a forcible overthrow to end something. If somebody is jail worthy of something, I guess they're jail worthy. Somebody's in their mind because something's right up in your face, then that's what it's showing here. And there's been some type of a disgrace in some type of situation. Okay, there's been a real hard stiffness, and you know that goes back to pride. Okay, there's something about work here in this section as well, and metal is here. Maybe you work for metal, you're a metal worker or something like that. I'm not sure. Something's been beaten to pieces, or something about a hammer type of energy is here. Maybe you work with those types of tools. I'm not sure, but there's something being gathered here, and there's been a snare and a fowler type of an energy showing up here in this word. And if that's why somebody's in their mind because something like that's taking place and somebody is jail worthy for doing something, maybe even to a child, and something's over. Okay, we have boss energies here as well. This would be older people, okay, dealing with older people. This is the teeth in the Hebraic living language, and so they go back to wisdom. Maybe you work for a dentist, I don't know, or you're dealing with somebody whose teeth are prevalent to something. But there's something right up in your face and something's overturned, and regardless, you know, if you're not able to get out of your mind and you're jail worthy, it's going to be positive for the person who had to go through some crap with somebody who was just stiff in what they did, whatever that means for any given person, I guess. The word the other direction goes to drink, and river is here. The rushing course of a river, okay, through the land. Well, somebody's been thirsty because they've been you know, put in some tough places by people who've been freaking stiff-necked and all that kind of crap, and now something's changing in a very big positive way, and something's rushing through the land to give a drink to people who's been freaking thirsty and hungry and everything else. That's positive. That's positive that's taking place. Okay, who wants to live in a place that's just up in your head all the time by people who's been a disgrace and not used their wisdom, and they've just been pride? Just go back to pride and conceit and ego and stupid stuff like that. And now people in the upright get up and take action and to give a drink where people have needed something like that, and that's positive. If something did happen by water, and we know for some people it did, then something's happening here with that energy, and somebody will go to jail for whatever's taking place by the water that we've so kept track of. Okay, we've got a leg energy here as well in this section. What else is here? A pasture is here. There's a trough, a trench for bringing water to the village and things like that. It's positive. That's positive, people. Something's turning here. And I love it. And something's closing out for some people. And it's going to be a bright future. I just want to take from my Living Hebraic deck here and let Yhvh bring out a couple of words. What do you want to bring out here, Yhvh? If you're dealing with somebody who's high in the forehead or they're bald or something like that, then somebody in the connection is being brought out here. This also goes back to kids that made fun of Elijah, who was the prophet, for being bald. They said, "Oh, you bald head." We have children here. And remember, the bear came out and it mauled those children for, you know, making fun of a prophet. You don't touch the prophets, Yhvh stated, and even he allowed even children to get mauled. Because, you know, the people there, it's just a fact that some people don't raise their children to respect at all. Okay? And whatever that is, that's something's taking place, but somebody's being stiff-necked, and even their children's been involved in something, and something's ending with this energy. Somebody from college or high school is also here in some type of situation that's going on. We have the military showing up, or some type of military situation, or you work for the military. There's somebody who mocks. Well, obviously, again, this is making reference to somebody who mocked the prophet. Okay, now something's over with that kind of stuff. You and I do not do that to the people that the divine has his hands on to bring a word. That's dangerous, people. Well, somebody gonna go to jail, I guess, or they're in their mind about it or something like that. There's little energy here, and we got children right here as well. This also goes back to somebody who's been made to be fewer than somebody else or something like that, because somebody's been mocking somebody. They've just been nothing but a pride and ego, stiff-necked person. And anyway, we've got home security here as well, and family bonds. And we'll take a couple more. There's been a group involved in something. Well, yes, there has, and something's over with that crap. So this is somebody's tried to stick to something, or to fasten to, or cleave to somebody, or to pursue, or to join together. Well, there's been a group involved in some stuff here. And there's a season, well, this is an appointed season that something is changing over, and it's positive, and it's governmental, and it's going to put somebody else in jail where they need to. Okay, give it on how big and bad this energy got for some people. Some people are going to be able to get out of their mind because some stupid idiots done some nasty, put people out and made them thirsty and made them hungry, and now we're going to feed the people in more ways than one. So we have the DHTH coming out here, which would be person, place, or thing, first, middle, last name. We have the Q and the S out here. We had a sick case going on as well. This is the spine, okay? This goes back to calculations, and somebody's took some type of good luck before it was gathered, for the unexpected dispelled of it, and something's taking place within that. We already know it. You may be dealing with somebody who has spinal issues. I'm not sure, but the spine in the Hebrew goes back to the older people. We have older people here, or the elders of the tribe who would, you know, sit together, like council type of energy would take you back to this kind of stuff that held things together. And look, people, if we don't have a spiritual spine, you're screwed. You're really screwed. This also go back to enchantment and things like that. We have been dealing with people who have been in witchcraft and putting their intentions on people and making fun of the upright people who do have a true backbone about them spiritually, who want to uphold the truth, okay, and be a part of the true government, which is of Elohim that's being set up, okay, because it goes both ways, and somebody now is going to go away, hopefully, and go to prison for some things that they've done, because it's showing that something's over here. Okay. Anyway, this will come out, people. If it didn't resonate with you, then I guess it wasn't your message, but it sure resonated with me. Until next time, shalom.